Precious didn't have a magazine cover, but I did look at the magazine cover for Black Swan, and I found that that was very interesting, and I found that the artistic qualities of that would be something that my group would be very interested in for our magazine cover. I think that having something that's different is what brings you towards something. If it's just like everything else, then you're just gonna look at it like you normally do. Whereas if there's color, if there's an artistic quality, if it's sketched instead of photograph, it will just automatically entice you into watching it or going to read the magazine. I think with Precious's magazine cover would have been similar. I think Precious as a film must have done more commercial magazines, so for things like Vogue or the equivalent of the American sort of like Look or Closer or things like that that helps women to progress. Probably something like Ebony because of the character that she plays and the target audience that film brings in is more of a black origin. So therefore, they would target more those type of people. So Ebony would be a good magazine to put Precious in. I think the for Precious itself would have had articles on things like how do you cope with being a star and all those other puffs and other things that would be intriguing of how it is to play a role like that, what sort of things you have to think about. It makes you develop an enigma just in general of how do you play that sort of role if it's never happened to you, has it happened to you, things that are deep and personal that the audience of the magazine would love to know and would be on that magazine cover. I think if Little White Lies did their own interpretation of Precious, I do think there wouldn't be any puffs or anything like that. I think it'd be plain. And as a summary of the whole Black Swan versus Precious, I think Precious would incorporate a lot of artistic qualities like Black Swan, and I do think that it would be plain and the content would be mainly inside, because having the content on the inside instead of being displayed on the out, like oh it has this and oh it has this, is different. And many people who read Little White Lies already know that the cover will be plain with the main film on it, and then the content will be inside. So the target audience will already know that this is what they want, and this is the type of magazine that they'll go for. And I think Little White Lies might be one of the magazine companies that we would use for our film, because it relates a lot to the things that we do as well for our film.